While you fight all day to keep up, there's a select group that seems to double their results with half the effort. It's not magic, not luck. It's war strategy. While you're putting out fires, they're choosing which battles aren't even worth fighting. The problem is that you're stuck on the wrong battlefield, a place where speed is mistaken for progress, and working harder doesn't mean earning more. The enemy isn't your lack of effort. It's how you deploy your troops, your time, your energy, your focus. High-performance CEOs don't try to win every front. They know where to unleash heavy fire and where to retreat without guilt. Every minute and every decision is filtered through one simple, brutal principle. If it doesn't double the result, it's friendly fire. But before revealing this principle and how to apply it today, we need to identify the mental trap that keeps you fighting to exhaustion. The trap that keeps you exhausted is called the hero-soldier syndrome. It's the silent belief that always being busy is a sign of value and progress. But on a real battlefield, the soldier who fires in every direction without aiming doesn't survive. They waste ammunition and create fatal openings. In the corporate world, this means saying yes to meetings that don't move the needle, answering every message as if it's urgent, and trading strategy for endless microtasks. A Harvard Business Review study showed that executives who focus on just 2 to 3 critical fronts boost productivity by up to 80%, while chronic multitaskers lose up to 40% efficiency. This do-it-all belief doesn't just destroy your focus, it drains your energy and money because you invest time in fronts that yield no real return. And the worst part? You start confusing burnout with achievement. But understanding the psychological root of this syndrome is what opens the path to a counterattack. The hero-soldier syndrome comes from 2 mental triggers: fear of being seen as replaceable and an ego inflated by immediate recognition. The brain loves quick rewards, a thank you in the chat, the satisfaction of checking off a task, even when those actions bring no strategic gain. Neurologically, that's short-term dopamine hijacking your long-term discipline. Financially, the impact is brutal. CEOs who fall into this trap see their profits grow 20% slower, according to McKinsey data, because time and energy are scattered on low-return tasks. It's like investing all your capital in penny stocks hoping they'll magically turn into millions, while ignoring the assets that actually build wealth. This mindset turns the professional into a luxury laborer, working too much but never scaling. The enemy isn't the workload, it's the illusion that quantity equals power. And that's exactly where the counterattack strategy comes into play. The counterattack is the 80-20 war protocol. The mission is simple: identify the 20% of actions that generate 80% of your results, and eliminate or delegate the rest. Do this checklist today. 1. List everything you've done in the past 48 hours. 2. Mark with an X anything that didn't directly move the needle in money, goals, or influence. 3. For each marked item, ask, if I didn't do this, would something truly serious happen? If the answer is no, cut or delegate it. Elite CEOs treat time like ammunition. Every shot must hit the right target. They understand that saying no is shielding their troops from useless combat. The system will try to pull you back into the chaotic routine, but this selective discipline is what doubles results in half the time. And to keep the victory, you need to fortify the mental battlefield against infiltrations. That's what we'll do next. Winning one battle is useless if the enemy returns the next day. CEOs who sustain doubled results build mental defense lines, habits that prevent a relapse into chaos. The first is decision fasting. Set fixed blocks in your day to decide strategic matters and ignore the rest until then. This prevents random demands from draining premium energy. The second is the weekly war report. Every Friday, review the week's actions and cut one recurring task that delivered no measurable return. It's a constant tactical cleanup. Psychologically, this trains the brain to associate value not with the volume of work, but with the real impact of actions. Financially, it's like reinvesting profits in assets that multiply capital instead of wasting them on expenses disguised as productivity. This constant reinforcement turns focus into armor and time into strategic capital. But the true victory comes when you change not just what you do, but who you are on the battlefield. When you stop measuring your worth by the number of battles and start choosing only the ones worth fighting, something shifts. Time stops being your enemy, and becomes your ally. CEOs who apply the 80-20 war protocol don't just double results, they get their life back. This is the turning point, leaving the role of exhausted soldier to take command as a strategic general. The system will try to push you back to the front lines of false urgency, but now you have mental ammunition to resist. The secret isn't working more. It's cutting, filtering, and deciding with surgical precision. Start today, because every day you delay is lost territory. Comment below. I don't negotiate my financial freedom. Share this with someone still fighting this invisible war. It's strategic in content and brutal in impact, but when you apply it, you change. Subscribe now.